having accepted our invitation in the midst of our busy schedule to be with us on this auspicious occasion. I take great pleasure in welcoming her. When we are approaching, especially myself approach Honorable Mr. Justice Ujjwal Bayan to be the part of this program, he readily accepted our invitation. Generally in day-to-day administration, what I observed, always he encouraged us so far as academic programs. So I am very much thankful personally on behalf of myself and the Bar Council, especially on behalf of this platform. And this indeed an August assembly, 3 sittings, judges from the High Courts of Delhi, Kerala, Guwahati, the chairman of Legal Service Authority of Telangana, the chairman of Armed Forces Tribunal, and our own Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy Garu, the former Chief Justice of Patna High Court, are with us, besides so many stalwarts, eminent persons on mediation side. I welcome all of them with folded hands. I welcome all the delegates and mediators parliament who have reached here, traveling long distances from all over 4 corners of India. On behalf of Telangana state, I welcome all of you with love and affection. I wish today's mediators parliament is successful. Thank you one and all.
Mr. Narasimha Reddy, may I now request Justice P. Naveen Rao, Executive Chairman of the Telangana State Legal Services Authority. The next is addressed by Ms. Push Gupta, who is the Chief of E-Mediation Writings and the woman behind this show. Thank you.
Good morning everyone and namaste from mini India. We have here with us the whole representation from all parts of our country, and we are blessed to have the presence of our esteemed dignitaries and guests. So Honorable Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Mr. Justice Bhuvan, Honorable Mr. P. Naveen Roy, he is not here joined with us, but we have received his blessings for so. Honorable Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajendran Menon, Honorable Mr. Justice Mohammed, Honorable Mr. Justice Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jain, Honorable Mr. Justice Kalyan Rai Surana, Honorable Mr. Hari Babu, Mr. A. Narasimha Reddy, Dr. L.V. Subba Reddy, and Mr. Shriram Panchu, Mr. Amarjit Sanduk sir, and we have Uma Ramanathan ma'am joining us here live for this session, Mr. A.J. Jawad sir, and our whole team on behalf of everyone in this room, ma'am, with all our team, whole team of Pan India Mediators, ma'am, this is everybody. We have our coordinator here from Haryana, Mr. Arvind Khurania. So he is named EMW as Mini India because we have representations from 32 states and UTs of this country who have joined together for one voice. When we called for this EMW, we believe in a quotation which says, don't be a voice, be a voice, not an echo. So you have to be voice of your own people, which is a mediators community, and we respect our advocates also. But we want to be the voice of millions of people who are here in this country, who are aggrieved and who are there in conflict and they have problems in their life. Our judiciary is already contributing a lot, ma'am, towards the dispensation of justice. But just because there's so much of backlog of cases, we thought this is the right time that e-mediation writing holds a conclave, because generally Parliament is believed to be an assembly and a conference of people who are like-minded people who want to raise public affairs public issues which can be deliberated and consulted amongst them, and their voice can reach out to the government that this is what we need in our country and this is what a problem is which can be cured. And mediation, we feel, is a process which is a democratic process. And this is how the name of Mediators Parliament came, though right now in our country Parliament is much in talk. So it makes lot of sense to have a deliberation as Mediators Parliament. And e-mediation writing, the logo of our organization is of the mediators, by the mediators, for the mediators. So ma'am, my request to you, may we have from the state of Telangana and in the presence of our Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, if we can start a project where they have a mediation training in every taluka district for the common man. Ma'am, it is a prevention, you know, it's better. You are a doctor and ma'am, I must tell you that I too have a black and white coat in my home. So my father is a doctor, my brother is a surgeon, and I have a gynecologist sister-in-law. So we have a same combination at home, that black and white combination, both white and black coats we have, and they are really, everybody is proud of the services which doctor have done, and ma'am, we are aware of your services to the nation in different varieties and categories you have done. So may we request you, because this 40-hour trainings, ma'am, and I would request you be the first person to enroll for this 40-hour mediation training. And ma'am, you will feel the change in your own self. It changes a person. And we say it's a journey of a human being for being human. Because many times the differences, you know, which are inflated with just different of opinions and perceptions can be cured if we reframe our language, we reframe our words. Words have power to heal and hurt. We can convey our same thing, but we can use some positive words to a person with whom we are in difference. So it is not necessarily that you have to have your arms and ammunition to hit a person to resolve a conflict. So mediation is one thing, ma'am, and I promise if you take a lead to be our first trainee for 40 hours mediation training, then Telangana state is going to be the role model for India to have the mediation training where everyone in the home, in the corporate houses, organization should go through this transformative exercise. Just 40 hours of investment, and today with these, we have kept the topics which are so relevant for the mediators community, because that makes sense for us. Deal mediation, which is another very important topic, ma'am. Mediators are generally perceived as if they are required only once the conflict have arisen in society, and they need some third neutral person to help them, facilitate them, they resolve their disputes. But mediators are much more to contribute, ma'am. They can facilitate a dialogue between two people who wants to negotiate for anything. So it's more, mediators are not just, we are not waiting for conflict to happen and then we come in. No, we are quite different from courtrooms. We can be much before that. So in presence of our esteemed dignitaries, Honorable Mr. Chief Justice here, we are making a request. Let mediation grow further from a common man to a common man. So courts are already dispensing lot of justice. Government is doing exceptionally well, and we have mediation bill right now, which is most likely to be a statue in coming monsoon session. So with folded hands to our esteemed dignitaries on dais, my request to the organizations, to the government, to the judicial system, let we have the Mediation Act as soon as possible, and mediators' voice is heard. Voice of people who wants to resolve their conflict and differences be heard, and let us all join hands together from all over India and from international arena also, where it is said they have done lot for the mediation. Let mediation in times to come be the only, India be the only country from where we've already involved the foreign lawyers to come and practice in mediation. So we are looking for a day when the mediators from outside India would want to practice mediation in India. That is our vision, and together we all are here to contribute our little bit. So to everyone across who have joined us on YouTube, through Zoom, thank you, heartfelt gratitude to everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am, for pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pushp Gupta. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy, the former Chief Justice of the High Court of Patna, to address us.
Her Excellency, the Governor of State of Telangana, Dr. Tamil Saiji, Hon'ble Justice Ujjal Bhuyan, the Chief Justice of High Court of State of Telangana, my dear friend and Chairman of Armed Forces Tribunal, Sri Menanji, friend Sri Narasimhareddy Garu, Manjiraji, Pushpa Gupta ji, Subbareddy Garu, and my friend there, honorable judges from different parts of the country, learned advocate friends from across India, my namaskars to all of you. At the outset, I congratulate the EMW on successful completion of 3 years, a great service to the society and a true service to the society they are undertaking. Mediation, according to my understanding of things, I had small experience both as an advocate, as a judge, as an arbitrator, and an ordinary man. But the effective method of resolving this dispute between individuals or agencies only mediation. Because adjudication will leave one of the parties dissatisfied, howsoever effective and legal the adjudication may be. And it doesn't end at one place. It has got a series of remedies. Arbitration, it was conceived to be an easy and effective and cheap remedy, but experience in the recent past shows that it is neither cheap nor fast, because it has got its own trajectory in the sense after so much of hearing, an award comes, thereafter it will be subjected to litigation at 2-3 tiers. Mediation, on the other hand, will address the core issue and put an end to the misunderstanding of the parties. And once that is done, the individual will be able to concentrate on his other important aspects. Otherwise, for some people, the pursuing of litigation happens to be the life mission. And we have seen several families and persons just involved only in that. Now, the mediation, I have got an experience in this behalf also. In the Visakhapatnam Port Trust, there is a practice of incorporating a clause in the agreements to the effect that before arbitration is taken up, there shall be an attempt to get it resolved through expert opinion. So 2 or 3 times they came to me, and incidentally, both the parties will choose an individual, and when that is addressed, both of them will be informed where they stand in terms of the conflict. And once they understand, and once the suggestion is given that this will be in the interest of both, and both they can agree, and the dispute or the future dispute will come to an end. I can proudly say that thrice I made an attempt, and a dispute which was to result in huge expenditure and time for the parties has ended in a very amicable manner. And it was, the mediation used to be part of our society, within the village, within the family, within the community. Unfortunately, we have neglected it. But in a lighter vein, I can say, the attempt is only at cross purposes with the legal profession. If you put an end to the litigation, what for you are there and what for courts are there. It is said that one senior advocate was there. He was handling several partition suits and so many others. His son became advocate. Then once he was went to attend that case. He was also a bit having the same idea as all of that let us bring about solution. Then there was a proposal in the court for some mediation, and he accepted for that decree in terms of those agreed terms. Happily came and reported to his father, saying that, sir, father, I have brought an end to the suit, and we got this. The father was angry. Useless fellow, what you have done? It is about that suit. I have constructed this house. I performed marriage of your sister, and I got educated. And what you have brought an end to that? What a foolish thing it is. In a lighter way. But the spirit of an advocate. Then in one case, he said, with his own experience in Gujarat High Court, he said, one litigation was there and one advocate was handling the case. A suggestion in terms of, with regard to some this right of passage, then the settlement suggested by the court was to result in some inconvenience to the advocate, who was the immediate neighbor of the client. But the advocate underwent that the inconvenience on account of the easement and accepted for that. And that should be the spirit of an advocate. Even at the cost of undergoing some hardship, we should ensure that an issue is resolved amicably and properly. Even now, we can, nowadays, when persons are hell-bent upon sticking to their own stance and powered with their own finance and all that, they should be impressed upon saying that there is no point in continuing the litigation endlessly, and it is in the interest of everyone. Because one litigant, the litigation is not confined to a person alone. His family is involved, his establishment is involved, and so many other things come into play. And wherever it is possible, best thing is to resolve it through mediation. If you are able to impress the society and the stakeholders, we will be going a very long way in bringing about peace and tranquility in the society. And I thank the organizers for providing me this opportunity to speak in the august presence of all experts and great personalities. Thank you all. Namaste.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Justice Narasimha Reddy, for your kind words. May I now request Honorable Justice Ujjal Bhuyan, the Chief Justice of the High Court of Telangana, to address us.
Her Excellency, Dr. Tamilsai Sundararajan, Governor of the State of Telangana, Mr. Menon, former Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court and presently President of the Armed Forces Tribunal, Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy, former Chief Justice of the Patna High Court, Mr. A. Narasimha Reddy, Chairman of the Bar Council of the State of Telangana, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, honorable judges from different high courts of the country, senior advocates, and members of the mediation family. A very good afternoon to all of you. I have checked my watch. It always invariably happens with me. I come prepared to say good morning, but as and when my turn comes, it becomes, I have to say good afternoon. But doesn't matter. A very good afternoon to all of you. I am very happy to be present here today in this mediation conference. I congratulate e-mediation writings for successful completion of 3 years, and I wish the organization the very best for the future. As my previous speakers have said, mediation, as we all know, a method of the alternative dispute resolution process, is not new to our country. Since time immemorial, we have followed mediation for settlement of disputes within the family, within the community, within the trade, so on and so forth. Section 89 of the Civil Procedure Code has only given statutory recognition to the time-tested and the traditional method of dispute resolution. Well, in the 70s, there used to be a magazine called Illustrated Weekly of India, and we used to follow that, and a lot of pictures used to be published in that magazine. It was edited by Khushwant Singh. So one of the pictures published there in that magazine, somehow it got stuck with me. And the picture was of a village girl in the Punjab carrying 17 bricks on her head, and still she could manage a smile. Whether if we put one more brick on her head, whether she will be able to walk or whether she will be able to smile. But perhaps she may still be able to walk, she may still be able to have a faint smile. You add one more brick, I'm sure she will wobble, and I'm sure she won't be able to smile. You add one more brick to it, I think everything will collapse. So, every system has got a maximum level, utility level. Maximum, it can operate up to a maximum. Beyond that, it cannot. Our judicial system is bursting at the seams. We can't stop people from coming to the courts. Approaching the court is a fundamental right. We can't deny them. So therefore, this burgeoning, this backlog, this arrears, court pendency is an issue. So therefore, we are bound to look at, have shown, it has become very, very expensive, and ultimately it comes back to the court system once again. After the award is passed, and then litigation starts. So we are actually postponing the litigation. So therefore, of course, Lok Adalats under the Legal Services Authorities Act have achieved a modicum of success, but all matters cannot be decided through the Lok Adalats. This is where mediation comes in. But it will be wrong only to look at mediation from the prism of disposal of cases as an alternative method of reducing the court pendency. Certainly, this is one of the prime objective of reducing court pendency, but mediation, as we know, is not right-based. It is interest-based. So therefore, when there is a resolution of a dispute through mediation, it helps in not only restoring relationship, be it relationship within the family or commercial relationship, but it strengthens, it cements such relationship. So therefore we say it's a win-win situation. So, I can share with Ms. Gupta that we in the Telangana High Court, on the starting of our holidays, summer holidays, today is the last day, from tomorrow we are again going back to the courts. All the judges and the family members, we had gone to a retreat. We stayed there. We invited experts from the Samadhan Center, Delhi Court and Expedition Center, and all of us, we underwent some kind of a mediation training. All the judges and some family members also joined us there. And in the evening we had, of course, meditation program. So mediation and meditation going hand in hand. And I'm sure from the feedback that I have got from my brother and sister judges, they say it has opened our doors and our eyes and ears to a new world altogether. This is how we can look at our dispute. The problem is that it's infrastructure related issues. We have lack of mediators, lack of number of mediators, the facility, the infrastructure is not there. Many mediation take place in the court corridors itself. Mediation can't be one-off sitting, can't be one-off, it needs patience, perseverance, and several rounds of discussion to achieve some kind of success. I'm sure with the lot of trust that is being given to mediation and alternative dispute resolution, I'm sure things will brighten up with the presence of Her Excellency, the Governor of Telangana in our midst. I'm sure the mediation movement in the state of Telangana will receive the much needed boost. I thank the organizers for inviting me to be part of this conference. I wish the conference all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Justice Mr. Ujjal Bhuyan. Now the moment comes that we have been waiting for, the inaugural address by the chief guest. Her Excellency Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan needs no introduction. However, I will present a few facts about her illustrious career which many present in this august audience may not know. Her Excellency, who hails from Kanyakumari district of Tamil Nadu, took charge as the Governor of Telangana in 2019. She is the first woman to hold this position. Her Excellency has a remarkable public and social service background spanning over 20 years. She started her career as a medical practitioner after completing her MBBS and post-graduation in gynecology DGO. She underwent special training in ultrasound and fetal therapy at Toronto, Canada. She later became assistant professor at Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Center, a prestigious medical institution at Chennai. She was a student leader at the Madras Medical College during her MBBS days and rose in her political career steadily, ultimately becoming the president of the Tamil Nadu State BJP, which position she held from 2014 to 2019. May I now request Her Excellency to address us.
A special, as it is said, good afternoon to each and everyone here. Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Telangana, Shri Justice Ujjal Bhuyan Ji, Shri Narasimha Reddy Garu, Chairman Bar Council of, he has come? Okay. Yeah, Telangana, Shri Justice L. Narasimha Reddy Garu, former Chief Justice of High Court of Patna, Dr. L.V. Subba Reddy Garu, Director Litigants Prime, Ms. Pushpa Gupta, Advocate, Mediator, Coordinator, Chief E-Mediation Writings, Ms. Manjira Venkatesh, Advocate, Coordinator, E-Mediation Writings, Telangana, Mr. Tankachan, BP, Advocate, Mediator, Senior Member, E-Mediation Writings, Honorable Judges, other committees seated on and off the dais, and esteemed media friends and all the other participants. You all a very, very special occasion. And whenever Chief Justice Sri Ujjal Bhuyan, when he told, I start telling good morning, and always I am saying good afternoon, but it is better than good tomorrow or good day after tomorrow, because we have to quicken everything, because we know when we plan, sometimes nothing goes to the online. So sometimes we be able to push to be delayed, and that is why more mediators are in the action. And it is really very fortunate to be in this dais. But the mediation, it's a different subject, and I have to say, when I told my office, they thought it is meditation or same, except some spellings, because we can say that it also needs meditation. It needs peace of mind and this mediation, as it is said that the passage of bill and the piling of cases. And as our Chief Justice told, if you put one brick, okay, two bricks, okay, but three big bricks, okay, but the same person will pray God, God, I am not bothered about the bricks on my head. Please give strength to bear all the bricks. That is the mediation work. So that is very much needed. And as I said, some peace of mind is needed. And I was reading, because the subject is also very new to me. And when I was reading about that, one person was asking, all these mediators, not very successful in their marriage life. Why? So they were telling the husband always ask the wife why. So when he always asks why, so this is the problem, because he asks his clients why. So he gets a solution. But when he asks the same thing in the practice of approaching a client, the organizers, the e-mediation writings and mediators, the Parliament 2023, 3 years anniversary celebration. And 2 years gone because of pandemic. And in spite of pandemic, as it is said, it is Little India. And Little India, the organizers and the members are from all over the country. So, the legal system, for everything they go to the court. For example, I was reading a magazine. Then one mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, always disputes will be more with them, no. So before and all, families were able to solve the problem, now they go to the court. The problem was the daughter-in-law hit the mother-in-law during her ride in a bike. So the judge asked her, why you hit your mother-in-law? Are you not able to control your bike? She told, I am unable to control my mother-in-law. So these are nowadays, public, interest litigation has become public nuisance litigation, you know, all this, because so many cases. We all know as doctors, when really patients who need are attending the OP, it's all right. In the casualty in the ICU, if you see a patient of heart attack, it is okay. But to the ICU, if a patient with only my thumb is paining, my leg is paining, so if the case is piled up, so how can I attend the myocardial infarction patient? In a lighter sense, when we were medical students, when we attended, my cardiologist was narrating one experience of him. One day a patient landed with cardiac pain, and he had typical myocardial infarction. So they tried immediately, emergency bypass was done, then he was admitted in the ICU. The next day when he was going rounds, he was asking the patient, because I am a doctor, I can narrate only that example. They told white coat and black coat, because in my house all are white coats only. So he was asking, how are you? What, sir? What type of treatment? I am totally dissatisfied. I am totally disappointed. What happened? So from morning I did not pass motion. So my sir was telling, we have saved him from cardiac arrest, but he is only worried about his passing motion in the morning. So what is irony this? So this is that. In all the professions we face, we will be dealing with greater things. But at the same time, we have to face certain small things. So mediation is very much needed in that occasions. And as it is the mediation, and you are all the experts, and I am a person, a different person, because I am the white coat among the black coats. But I am really very happy, as your organizer said, the governor may be the first person to take it. I am ready to take, because I am good in taking challenges, and I am good in taking mediation also. Because most of the thing I am doing that only in Telangana, no? So I am very much experienced in that. So I am ready to, whatever the challenge you give it to me, I am ready to take. But I am really very happy to attend this program. And my request is, whatever may be the courts, as I said, as I always say, the government hospitals are the last hope of the poor patients. Like some of the disputes, even though they don't have any political background, or if they don't have any financial background, but that courts should be the last hope for the most marginalized people. So that is my, because you all know as legal professionals, you know that you help the marginalized people, poorest of the poor, but sometimes getting the solution for them, it is the most important thing. So these type of organizations and mediation definitely help them and to release the burden. And strong mindset should be there. I always narrate one story. One king wanted to practice his cock for fighting. So he gave that cock to a practitioner who practiced the cocks for fighting. So he went to the teacher and he gave the cock. And when after 1 month he came and he told, when he saw the cock, some cocks were shouting at distance. Hearing that, this cock spread its wings and was about to fight. Then the king was very happy. Oh, my cock is ready for fighting. So I will take my cock. Then the trainer told, no, your cock is not ready. Then after 1 month he came. At that time in front of the cock, some of the cocks were fighting. At that time also it spread its wings and was about to fight. At that time then he was very happy. So hearing the cocks fight and visualizing the cocks fight, my cock is ready. So now I will take my cock. Then trainer told, no, your cock is not ready. Then third time when he came, some cocks were fighting and some cocks were fighting in front. This cock was freely moving without any disturbance. Then the king got very much worried. See what is happening now. Before hearing the voice itself, my cock was ready. He told my cock was not ready for fighting. And after that when I came, seeing the fighting cocks, my cock was ready. Then also you told the cock was not ready for fighting. Now see, there is fighting and there some cocks are fighting. All sounds are here. But this is very calmly going here and there. What happened to my cock? No, your cock is well trained. You take away the cock. Then he was telling, what is this? Then he told, now your cock is confident that when the fight comes, we can deal. So, no need to go for fighting. Let them fight. Let them fight in front, let them fight at far. But when it comes me, I will manage it. That is mediation. So that confidence is there for the mediators, and I'm really very happy to attend this program, and I wish you all the success, and this little India will be a successful India. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the interesting and the humorous speech. Now is the time to felicitate Her Excellency. I request Tharunam Siddhantam to coordinate the felicitation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Esteemed Chief Guest, Her Excellency Dr. Tamilisai Sundararajan, the guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Ujjwal Bhuyan, Honorable Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy Garu, the Chairman of the Bar Council of Telangana, Mr. A. Narasimha Reddy, the Chairman of Litigators Prime, Dr. L.V. Subba Reddy, the Office Bearers of Immediation Writings, Pushpa Gupta Ma'am, Mr. V.P. Tankanchan and Ms. Manjira Venkatesh, the dignitaries of the dais, Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhir Kumar Jain, Honorable Mr. Justice Mohammad Mushtaq, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajendra Menon, learned advocates and mediators, ladies and gentlemen. Now I humbly request Her Excellency to accept a memento as a token of our gratitude to her. I request the Chairman of Litigators Prime, Dr. L.V. Subba Reddy Garu and Pushpa Gupta Ma'am from Delhi to do the honors.
Thank you, Taranam. The next is keynote address by Mr. Sriram Panchu, who is the doyen of mediation in India, the pioneer of mediation in India. He'll be addressing us online.
Excellency, the Governor of Telangana, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Chairman of the Bar Council, Justice Narasimha Reddy, Justice Ravindra Menon, Justice Mushraf, Justice Jain, fellow mediators, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to be participating in this prestigious function with all of you. Firstly, I must congratulate e-mediation writings on the tremendous work that they've done over the last 2 years in the way they've established themselves on the center stage. They are a synonym and a sign of the spread of mediation, from where it started as a very nascent, a very small, a very fledgling initiative, and the way it has now grown in the court system, outside the court system, amongst officers, educational institutions, other movements of modern times. We are now entering a new stage, I think, in mediation. A stage where it has to take off. And I think that is exemplified by the new act which will shortly come into force, which will even make a mediation settlement have the status of a clear court. It is exemplified by the International Convention called the Singapore Convention. Take litigation again. So all mediation settlements in countries where the convention is signed are capable of very easy and quick enforcement. And that's a remarkable step. It's exemplified by the spread of online mediation. Mediation is so lends itself to online discussion. And in fact, the success of the mediation writings testifies to that. And I think it is exemplified by the fact that mediation is now becoming a profession. That people are taking to it and earning reasonable incomes. And it's not just the mediators. It is also lawyers who take their clients to mediation, who assist their clients to mediation, and are able to charge good professional fees. And clients are very happy and appreciate it because they are able to see good results for themselves in the mediation. So it is a professional avenue for lawyers as well. I want to float one thought. We have used the word parliament for today's assembly, in any parliament, in India. And you have members. But have you thought about constituencies? Parliament is essentially a congregation of representatives of constituencies. Have we mediators thought about our constituencies? Who do we represent? And more important, who do we cover? To whom do we outreach? Who do we empower? And I think we need to pay attention to that because I think there lies a significant part of our growth for the future. You have wonderful examples in Telangana. You have worked with police to create mediation capacity for those coming with their problems with police stations. But let's think beyond that. An example so simple as something like the Rotary and Lions Club. We have it all over the place. And leading citizens, good people, are part of these clubs and they meet very often. And they need to hear good speakers about what's happening in important areas. That is a constituency which we can cover. Social clubs, Rotary clubs, Lions clubs. writing. Similar power of speaking, and I'm not just saying speak through at formal meetings, a drawing room conversation, talking to your co-passenger in an aircraft. Those are again powerful methods of communication. So I think it is the spread, the outreach, and the communication that is going to make a huge difference. And I think we should document our success stories. There are so many success stories about mediation. We should, of course, hide names, preserve confidentiality. But instead of actually knowing about success stories in the small and big cases, across the range of personal and commercial conflict, that people actually get enthused and they say, well, maybe I will try it in the case I have. So there is lots to be done. And it's wonderful to feel that we are representatives of mediation. Indeed we are. And we are the forerunners, we are the representatives of the movement. So it's time now to move outside our own little gardens and to embrace larger gardens and larger populaces and cultivate the soil, and the fruits will come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable address. If you have reached where we are today in mediation, it was mainly because of you, because of your leadership. And because of that, we, the mediators, owe you a great debt of gratitude. You beautifully drove home the point that mediation is required everywhere. Thank you. May I now request Mr. V.P. Thangachan, the Coordinator-in-Chief of E-Mediation Writings, to address us.
Her Excellency Tamilisai Soundararajan, Governor of Telangana State, Honorable Justice Ujjal Buyan, Chief Justice of Telangana, Honorable Justice Justice Narasimha Reddy, Chairman of Narasimha Reddy, and Narasimha Reddy, Chairman of Bar Council of Telangana, and Mr. Justice Rajendra Menon, sir, Mr. Justice Mohammad Shah, sir, Mr. Justice Sudhir Kumar Jain, sir, all the dignitaries on and off the dais. After the beautiful and interesting presentation from the side of our Her Excellency, I do not want to say anything more. But I would like to say one thing. Our judiciary is facing a very crisis. Around 5 crore cases are pending in our courts. And we have only nearly 20,000 judicial officers and only 12,000 mediators. We cannot address the situation with this short number of judicial officers and mediators. So we need more judicial officers and we need more mediators. So that we should train more mediators. And also the system, our mediation should come out of the 4 boundaries of the courts. That also we should do. So that I hope that our statute will come out very soon, so that everything will change. And I hope that the system will improve within a short period. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Thangachan. May I now request Ms. Tharunam Siddhantam to propose the vote of thanks.
I thank Manjula Madam for entrusting with me the pleasant task of proposing the vote of thanks. It is easy to say the two words thank you to Her Excellency for taking her time for us in the midst of her hectic schedule to be with us and bless us, but it is difficult to do that which she did for us. I thank our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Bhuyan, who honored us by being present on this occasion and by addressing us. I request Mr. E. Haribabu and Tankanchan VP from Kerala to present him a memento as a token of our gratitude. I thank Honorable Justice L. Narasimha Reddy Garu for being with us today and for addressing us. I request you, sir, to accept our token of gratitude. May I request Ms. Neena Khare to do the honors.